You ever heard the phrase, just to stick around in Oklahoma for 5 or 10 minutes and the weather will change? Man, that takes on a new meaning. Okay, so we're out in the cold apiary, kind of doing a few chores, but I want to make some quick lessons. It's March 22nd, 2022. Time is 12:10 p.m. Not doing anything heavy or serious, but I do want to refresh some Swarm Commander. So if you have been following along Little Creek Bee Ranch videos, it's pretty cool. Temperature right now is about 50, 51. Wind seems like from the southwest, westerly, and it's cold. I wouldn't be opening any bees right now. I've always taught 55 degrees Fahrenheit or higher to open. They lose too much heat too fast and you can kill them. Did that long time ago, 48 degrees. And I opened the top and a big old puff of steam came out. Yeah, I knew. I was like, that was too cold. 10 days the colony was dead. It was a big colony too. So pretty strict about that. 55 degrees or higher to open, ambient temperature. Okay, lesson. Couple of lessons. See this little nuke here? So if you've been following along, you know last year our pasture was gnarly, ugly, thick. Man, we worked hard. Whole family, like 6, 8 adults out here working hard, cutting and trimming, and oh, just so awesome now. So now we're a little windy. Hope you can hear me fine. This little nuke, this was a catch box from last year. There's bees in it. Of course, I'm not going to open them. But what this is a kind of a weird lesson. If you notice, I'll use my, see if I can use a pointer. Nah, I gotta just use my finger. Nah, hold on. That's cool. Easier to use a pointer. Get a pointer going. All right, here's my pointer. See that, oh, what is it, a hanging brace? It's just a piece of wood screwed to the side. It's got a hole in it. It was hanging up on the stub right there. Well, a swarm took it and they filled up, built it, filled it. Cool, man, hang on that stub. And that wood post broke, the hole, it just came, piece of chunk of wood just let go right there in the middle, boop. And that nuke was up here, went boom, it fell straight down. And that's where it's been. I hadn't messed with it. Left it like it was. Okay, why do that? Sometimes it's wise to test. Let's just find out how good a gene pool some colonies are. And this is providing you understand how to get more bees and sustainable strategies, and you know, you can take more liberties when you have better skills and things like that. Okay, so I wanted to find out what this group was like. Now, to my knowledge, they're still alive. They had bees traveling the other day, but I could be wrong. We never know until we actually open up and look at the colony, brood frames in detail. We don't know, but my feeling is by watching the travel that they're still alive. The hole right there, the hole that's in the nuke, that has been filled with propolis. They've covered that up. That's a good sign, a healthy colony, sealing up all their gaps and cracks and holes. Now this colony was up here and it filled and it loaded with honey and brood and heavy. It got heavy. Boom, down it goes. I knew it. I knew it. Ooh, hey, well, let's let him run. Let's let him go. Now this was a swarm again that came into a catch box. Oh, wind. So I let him fill up and I let him swarm on purpose. I let him swarm on purpose. The best queen they'll ever make or have is the queen they make on their own. Okay? Now, by doing that, yes, I lost the group. Okay, but the queen that was in there, this would likely be her second year, or last year would have been her second year. This would be her third year. Well, this queen that's in here now, she's alive. This would be her first full year. So I should have a healthy, full queen that's entering her first full season. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So if they're alive, it's a trade-off. Yes, I lost the group of bees. Now I could have set a scion out here. I didn't have enough Russian scions to go around. I could have left one here, and maybe I could have caught the swarm and managed this queen here. That'd be kind of a double 2 for 1. But at the minimum, we're hoping the colony's still alive. And if they are, they have proofed themselves. They've proofed themselves. In other words, with no aid and no help, they made it through a weird, crazy Oklahoma winter. Up and down we go. Blizzards, 15 degrees, up to 75. It's just crazy. I looked at the forecast, and we're Sunday. I think we're supposed to be in the high 80s, almost 90. That's just crazy. We need to dry out. We're a bit wet early on. We don't want more rain. We're wet enough. So I wanted to show you that sometimes less is more. That if you're able to, and you have enough resources and skills, let a couple of colonies go. But understand why you're doing it. They swarm out. Yes, you could probably catch them on a scion. Don't mess with them. They'll make a new queen. They're hardwired, sustainable. And that gives me, if this is successful, that gives me a proofed gene pool with a queen starting her first year. Ooh, that's golden. That's really, really good. So we'll know. And it's okay, what if I lost them? What if they're dead? Okay, they're dead. Did I really lose anything? Not when I got all these other catch boxes and I know how to call more bees down. Now, I don't want to get too liberal and wild with that. I wouldn't do a whole bunch that way. But you do want to know how to perform certain strategies to proof a gene pool. Like, okay, now these girls, they're hardy. I want them to be well-mannered on that. But when they can make it through these giant 60-degree temperature swings in Oklahoma, it's like a proving ground, man. And that's a good thing. We like that, okay? We like that. So I just wanted to show you that, because that baby sit there since, what, June or July? I hadn't messed with them. I'm proofing them. Let them proof themselves. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And off we go. Okay, but we'll have 5 frames filled out inside. So we'll see. But the bees were traveling off of it. Don't know how big the colony is. Maybe really small. We'll see. We'll just find out. All right, let's move on down. Hang tough with me. I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go down here to the apiary, to the nursery apiary that we were in yesterday or the other day. And we're going to refresh Swarm Commander on the porch. And we'll tell you why and what for. So I want to give a shout out to Anna and Addison and their girls that watch all these videos. Yo girls, what's up? Watching all my funny antics. This is good homework. Anna's gonna give you a homework assignment. She's gonna give you a test, man. Whoa. Okay. So hello to the girls watching. Anna and Addison gonna make some great beekeepers. You got the passion. You gotta have the passion. That's important. If you don't have the passion, you won't last very long. Okay, so let's see. Behind me, I don't have any colonies. Just what you see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's kind of cold for bee travel. If it's a real strong hive, if I have a real strong, robust hive, or from wherever, they may be out cruising. It seems like the real strong colonies do cruise in the colder weather, but not the medium size or the smaller ones. It's a bit cold. I had to come down and resent this anyway. Okay, so here's the strategy. I'm going to, as a coach and a teacher, I'm going to push myself to film nearly everything I do in the apiary. Good, bad, ugly, exciting, embarrassing. Yeah, there's some gnarly stuff coming up, but yeah, that's how you learn. If I'm humble enough as a coach and teacher to show you the bad right along with the good, oh, I make plenty of mistakes, I tell you. Ain't nothing perfect, that's for sure. You adjust, 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 and then you adjust again. Okay? Hold on. Okay, so what am I doing? Getting my gloves on. Gloves, because I'm using Swarm Commander and it's super strong, and I get it on my hands, and you don't ever want to wipe your eyes or face or anything like that. There's Swarm Commander. So here's a tip for Anna and Addison's girls. You kids can do this. This is a simple bee chore for kids. Look at the bee, man. That's cool. Swarm Commander. You can squirt Swarm Commander on the catch box for your mom and dad when they let you. That's an easy bee chore for the kiddos. Kind of strong. Okay, so look how I'm dressed. I got like a parka on. This doesn't add up. But we're not messing with bees. We're re-scenting. And the reason we're doing this on the porch, you got a lot of heavy rain, and a lot of that's washed off on the porch. Now I don't need to open them. There's no need to open them. It's still up inside. But the key is after a front has come through, a front goes through, and it warms up, the bees will be moving. And we want the scent fresh. After a front goes through, freshen up the scent, the bee lure, and you'll have more attention. You'll pick up more attention. Okay? So also, if you watch the last video, I caught a mist of Swarm Commander into my face. That is uncomfortable. So the wind is going this way, and I'm standing upwind. No Swarm Commander in the face. Oh, 2 squirts. Okay, get your string out of the way. Oh, here we go. 2 squirts, that's good enough. If I see a bee, I'll tell you, but I don't think there's anybody checking it out yet. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Cool beans. Simple. This is how this starts every year. Every year. Pretty simple stuff. Powerful strategies, but pretty simple. Let's go to our 10 o'clock position. Another thing that happens is our apiaries always kind of start out gnarly. You got some weed eating to do, maybe some boxes to break down, some dead outs to remove. Apiary's kind of nasty. And apiaries up north, we got to clean them up. Got to get them cleaned up. I forgot how many swarms we caught this way last year. I want to say 6. I can't remember. And it will go up and down. Of course, the more offerings you have, the better it will be. I think. Boy, we're looking at the ground. We're too wet. We don't need any more rain. Another suggestion would be to track your rain fronts. We need to do that to go inside on an Excel sheet. Just set up months and days. Give you a color-coded box for when a rain front came through. And what we want is rain front spaced out about 10 days. We don't want a rain front every 3 days. Then it's really, really wet. It just charges the nectar up into just, it's unbelievable. And the bees, everybody wants a swarm. It's just like catch and set, catch and set, catch and set, catch and set until things settle down. Not every colony wants to swarm every year, usually about every other year. So we suspect that the little nuke up north I just showed you, that swarm that came in last summer is a queen from last year. So last summer would be her second year, most likely. This would be her third year, which is a tapering year. The first 2 years, queen's good. The third year, they start to dry out. So it's okay. If they're still alive with the queen, we're golden. That's cool, man. Okay, 2 squirts. There we go. Yeah, like it. Like it. I actually do want to put 2, 4, 6, 8. I can do 4 more pairs. I can do 8 more without having to put something in the middle. 2. Okay, so check this out. Now watch this. Let's come over this way. Hope these are good videos. Hello to Anna's girls. Are you watching? This is stuff that you girls are going to be doing, man. Okay, see this gap? Where's my pointer? I don't have it. I lost it. There's my pointer. Where's the pointer? Yeah, the gap right there. In the middle. That's a free zone. A free zone. That's very important. I really don't want to put another catch box in between because I might need this space. So let's say one of these fills up. Oh, I don't know. We'll give them a month, whatever. And I might want to take one and I might want to slide them over. Just take this box, smoke them, slide them over, set in a regular bottom board, and move them over to make them a big girl set. And we'll let them build out until September time and look to sell them as a whole set for anywhere from $550 to $750 for September sales. If you want to do that big set, people like to come and buy big sets of bees to take home for fall time and set them down. They got minimal maintenance. They'll go through the winter really good. Then they can split them out for next spring if they want to. But if I put something here, I don't have that easy maneuver room. That's important to me. It's called a free zone, and we teach it a lot. It's important to know that. Those 2 are done. All right. I mean, you could probably do this in 10 minutes, but we're doing some lessons. Ooh. Notice I'm not opening them. Don't need to. It's already in there. And I'll go in and make up an Excel sheet and track how often I'm spraying. So it may be an Excel spreadsheet with you're tracking rain fronts and swarm commander applications. That's a good combination. An accountability system so you don't forget. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Woo-hoo! See, that stuff swirls. Woo! Yikes! Swirls. And so if you see me talking and looking around, like, what's that guy looking at? Look up. You may very well see a swarm hanging. They hadn't quite made it into the box, but they're in the area. And they may hang up nearby while their sisters check it out and then move in. Well, I'm not going to wait on them. I'm going to try to go catch them. They may change their mind. So I have learned when you're working, you know, look up. And it's happened. It's happened several times. You go, holy cow, I think that's a swarm hanging right there. And it's amazing how camouflaged they can be. I've had students walk right by swarms in the field 3 feet away from them. And I go, what are you doing? Back up. I said, so what did you see right there? And they go, holy crap, that's a swarm. I said, yeah, I just walked right by it. Yeah, they're really good at being camouflaged. They've just got the right colors to blend in. And I bet you've probably walked by swarms before, never even known it. Maybe over your head. Okay. Woo, man. Golly dang. Still got gloves on. Still strong to my nose. Another tip, I'll give you another tip. So let's say you see a swarm and they're pretty low, like 6 feet or lower, you know, hanging. Well, that's, we would, 2 squirts, we would consider that to be an older queen. She's fatter, she hadn't flown in a year, she can't go as far. Okay, there. She can't go as far. But if you find a swarm that's 10 to 15 feet up in a tree high, it's probably a virgin queen. They're not as long, they're real thin, they haven't mated yet, so they don't have the girth, they're not fat. And those virgin queens can go shoo, and typically you'll find them higher. Just need to know, just pay attention to those differences. It may very well be a virgin queen up high, and if it's down low, it could be a fat old queen. And of course, if you catch a queen that has been marked, you know, on her thorax, her back, a little bit of white or yellow or blue, whatever the year is, it's color coded by the year. You probably caught some other beekeeper's queen. That's fine. That's fine. Finders keepers, man. They don't have ear tags on them. They're not branded. Finders keepers. Yeah. Okay. The last 2, and this is all we're really planned for today, not big stuff. Just, I'm more looking at all the native cherry trees blossoming, and I can smell nectar on the wind. It's cold, so I don't know that. Ooh, even blowing the camera. Don't know if they're really flying much today at all. But boy, it warms up in a few days, and they will be doing this for sure, flying. This is why we're doing this. As long as we don't have another rain front soon, I don't need to come out and do this again for maybe 12 days, something like that. Again, if we have a rain front come through, I'll let it pass. The next day, I'll come out, assess the apiary, say, okay, and refresh it. Now, a swarm commander, do this. Swarm commander is the Nosanoff pheromone, and it says come here, and I mean to this spot. So you could spray this on the side of a trunk of a tree, and that swarm could hit that spot. Or let's find a lesson. Watch this. Give you golden nuggets. This is cool. All right, let's walk over to this big tree. No, let's do this tree. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, let's see if I can find a good limb. Trying to find a good limb. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, I think I could do this. Ooh, boy. Okay, let me get settled here. Oh, I got a good. This will be a good lesson. I got it. Hold on. Figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it worked. Okay, so I'm looking at this limb right here, and it may be too flimsy, but the principle's the same. So if I took Swarm Commander and sprayed right there, the swarm could come right here, and I could clip it and I would put it on a box. My point is, the Swarm Commander becomes your pointer, like land here. That's why we put it on the bottom of a scion, a Russian scion, and they come to the bottom of the scion. Well, you could do the same thing with a good limb. Now this is too flimsy. We want a stronger limb, and it needs to have a double fork or particularly a triple fork. Bees really like a triple fork. And spray a little bit of Swarm Commander. I wouldn't do more than 3 squirts, just like your catch boxes. And remember where you sprayed, remember. And what you have done is now you've given them more offerings. Does that make sense? More offerings. So there's what, 10 catch boxes? Well, what's not to say they don't go right to the box? No, they don't go right to the box. This is like a waiting spot. They're waiting, they're thinking, they know it's there, they know they're there. And so the same principle is given to a Russian scion. You could have in your catch box nursery several Russian scions sitting around. If they hit a Russian scion, just great, man. I could gently pick up the scion and just gently sweep them off into a nuke box. Great. My point is that if you're going to err on the side of having lots of catch boxes, Russian scions. Maybe find some good. This is too flimsy. Maybe find a good limb that's stronger. You can even trim it out. And if you want to take a cotton ball with a twisty tie and tie on a cotton ball and spritz it with 2 or 3 squirts of Swarm Commander, okay, there's a way post or a waiting point. Boom, they can hit that. So your Swarm Commander becomes your pointer, your cursor. Here's the cursor, land here, right there. And the girls, they'll pick that spot and land. Yeah, very cool. Very, very good. Good thing to remember. But again, this is the early part of the year, all right? Early part of the year, we're just starting. See if I can come up with another lesson. Oh yeah. Oh, all right, here's a good one. And we'll end it with this one. Okay, so the same principle of the tree limb, the real strong tree limb. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I got a twofer lesson over here. Oh, this would be good, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it'll go. So what I'm looking at is maybe this area right here, and I could trim out the excess limbs because this is swooped out, it's coming out. Now watch this. Let's see if I am on. Yeah, I think I'm on the right. Yeah, I'm on the right one. Okay, so I would trim this and this one and this one and this one. I'd trim these little ones, and I would tie me a cotton ball right here. This is pretty stout. This is the same principle as limb line fishing for catfish on the river. You want it not too swoopy, but you don't want it hard. The swarms, now I can't explain scientifically why it is. The swarms love the strength. Oh, we can get, because they're heavy, they're loaded with honey, and they'll weigh that tree down. Boop. They're pretty heavy. So I would trim this up, put a cotton ball on here and trim that down there. So if I had to set a box here, see, you're making it easy on purpose. All I'd have to do is grab the limb and come as low as I can get them and dislodge them onto the box. See that limb? Without even cutting or breaking it. It's not going to break. That's a good spot. I may very well come back and do that. That's a good spot right there. As long as this is all cleared out and I can set my box under there, they're right here. I get it down. Boom. Now I would spritz them with sugar water to kind of tighten them up. A little principle, wet bees stay down, dry bees bounce and flurry. Man, we don't want a bunch of flurry. We're just going to mist them. That's all we're doing, just misting them. Pull it down, boom. I pull it down, boom. And it just dislodged, boom. And that's all the shaking I would do. And that'd be very clever. But now I would not. I would let them get settled in, put the lid on, strap it, plug it just gently, and put it on the wagon and take it where I wanted. Never leave. Like you caught them right there, don't leave it there. The scout bees will come back and dance them right out of the hive. Boom. They'll dance them right out of the hive. So when you catch a swarm at the catch spot, you need to move them. Get them moved. And the next day you may have a ball of bees here, and you can shake it and they'll go off, but you're using this spot again and again. With a cotton ball, I would leave the bees there because they're adding scent to that spot. Great. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a catch box. It can be a good limb that you can use in such a way. All right, there's an idea. Okay, check this out. Along the same line, same thinking. Let's do right here. Yeah, cedar trees. Oh, cedar trees tend to be a magnet for swarms. They really do, man. The bees can hang tightly on them. Now, it's a little harder work for me, but you know, you want bees, right? So we got to play their game. So here's another example. So I come in to pre-pick my limb. I would trim some of this out of the way, trim this lower stuff out of the way. That spot right there, there's a fork right there, a little triple, but a good fork. It's kind of spongy a little bit. That's okay. And I would trim some of this out of the way, and I would tie a cotton ball on there, spritz with Swarm Commander, trim this out of the way. It's the same principle as the tree limb I just showed you. But they love cedar. They love this. This is like Velcro to them. Boom. And if I did it right, all they're going to do is be amassed right here, and I can do the same thing again. Boom. So don't limit yourself to catch boxes. Don't. I want you to think width and strategy. Width and strategy. And gosh, with the trees. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. Let's check this out. Okay, so hold on. Man, let's see. So there's two opportunities I showed you. There's some trees I could do there. There's another tree I could do there. Around the apiary. Around the apiary. Around it. Yeah, there's trees out there. A circumference around the apiary. So you have one big catch box nursery. I'm trying to find my words. I'm going to break your paradigms down. Don't limit yourself to just a catch box. Don't say, well, I don't have any more boxes. No. You need width. Width. Not just width in catch boxes. You need width in opportunities. Ah, there it is. width and opportunities. So if you got some cotton balls and some twisty ties and plenty of Swarm Commander, otherwise the bottle of Swarm Commander is just going to sit there. Let's use it. Man, I'd rather give them 20, 30 different opportunities than just to have 10 catch boxes and say, oh, I don't have any more catch boxes. No, 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 no. Remember, Swarm Commander's your pointer. Doot, 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 doot. Girls love that. It'd be Swarm Commander, land here, there, land there. That's what Swarm Commander's like. Swarm Commander's your cursor. Swarm Commander's your pointer. It could be just about anything. Side of a tree, a good tree limb, an old box, a catch box, a bucket, whatever, you know. So don't limit yourself to just good, you know, catch boxes. Think about the width. Give them opportunities, plenty of opportunities, and I think you'll be surprised. All right. Hey, if you liked what we were teaching and you like how we teach, and shout out again to Anna and Addison's girls, man. That's like homework assignments. There's got to be some kind of final exam for them or something, man. Homeschooled rocks, man. Rocks being homeschooled. Check out our website. There's some ebooks there that are really cool to read and study. We've written 8 different ebooks. Some good stuff. Very blessed. The Lord's blessed us with a wisdom. Yeah, I don't take credit for this, man. This is my gift. I'm telling you, man, the Lord's blessed me to do this and teach others. The best out of everything we do is the personal advisor program. That's an ongoing coaching service, because the learning curve that you're going to encounter, it is significant. It's significant. Too many people come into beekeeping in a couple of years or 3, they're out. This is too hard. This is too expensive. What? Yeah, they're not getting taught right. So we address the learning curve and we bring it down. We bring it down, bring it down. We bring it down by a good, solid support system and coaching. Look at what all is involved in the personal advisor program. You can go to littlecreekbeeranch.com, the personal advisor program. Look at the bullet statements there. All the things that we give, number of things for free. Free Zoom classes, free educational newsletter. A lot of cool stuff. Too much to mention here. But if you like what we do, please click like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that more people will hear us and know us, and you'll get notices about upcoming videos and cool stuff. We're just getting started. So there's a round of Swarm Commander refreshed, and I think I'm going to go get some cotton balls and some clippers. I like those ideas for myself, man. You know, just how much effort and work do you want to put in? I think you will be surprised. I think you would really be surprised. So if I had a swarm show up on the limb, I would just go grab the catch box and gently deposit them in the box and then put them back on their stand, yeah, you know, or move it to the other end of the apiary, whatever. Yeah. All right, hey, it's lunchtime. I got to go. I hope you learned a ton. If you got questions, give us a shout. Take a look at the advisory program. That is very popular. We want to help a lot of people. Check you later. Addison's girls, midterm exam coming up, man. See ya.